WDSU first warning weather. We're still tracking Rafael, which is still a tropical storm, but it could be a hurricane at any moment. Let's be clear. This isn't going to be the largest, strongest, most destructive storm in the way of winds or how strong it'll be in storm surge. However, this could still bring some gusty winds, could bring a lot of rain, and it is getting clearer and clearer that we could be in the path of this storm. The first signs of that starting to set in. We look at the organization of the storm and it's starting to get more defined. We're starting to find more storms centering around it there. Pretty small in size. The tropical storm force winds only extend out 115 miles per hour. But at any moment, this is going to be a Category 1 hurricane making landfall into Cuba as we go into Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday night, headed into the Gulf of Mexico, then a turn westward. Look what happens, though. The latest official track from the National Hurricane Center shows this will take a move northward, and by the weekend, we will be tracking the potential it could be coming here. However, look at the span of that forecast cone of uncertainty, and there's still a wide range from west to east, all the way to Houston, all the way over to near maybe even Pensacola. So there is still high uncertainty of the exact track this will take. But did you see the forecast winds by this weekend? Down to 45 miles per hour. Hurricane warnings for Cuba, the Cayman Islands right now, tropical storm warnings for Key West, just to show we do have alerts already up for the United States. Water temperatures, much, much cooler in the Gulf. And we don't have as much humidity here, too. A lot of dry air that's there. And this storm will run into a lot of wind shear. So the thing is, when it does move into the Gulf, I don't want us to get overly concerned. We're worried that this is going to be the most destructive storm because it will enter all three of those things to weaken the storm. Forecast out of the U.S. shows by Wednesday night a little bit slower the storm entering, which means then a more westward track. Then into the weekend, we could be tracking this system moving to west, but look what happens to the storm activity. It really weakens considerably and starts to move through. And even for the amount of rain by that forecast, it's not a ton. That's the United States. The forecast out of Europe has been a little bit slower, more westward. And even the rainfall it brings here potentially to the weekend to next week, still not a whole lot of that either. But there is rainfall potential anytime we're talking tropical systems for us. The Bermuda high has been the big key, but it's the developing high right here from the ridge of pressure that moves in from that storm system that sets up west of us, the ridge of high pressure, finish my thought. That's the final piece of the puzzle to determine the final track from both the forecast here out of the U.S., the forecast out of Europe here too. And they're converging on that similar forecast to say that we will have to watch that system move our way by the time we get to the weekend, which is a little bit slower. Morning fog potential tomorrow into Thursday. I don't see much rain. It'll be the potential of the influence of Rafael that could bring the rain this weekend, and we will continue to track that system. Stay with us. WDSU News at 6 makes a return.